Hi you guys, it's Mihiri here, and today I want to talk about insecurity in relationships. So I've known that I'm really insecure when I'm in a relationship, and it's really frustrating because when I'm single, I feel like I'm on top of the world. I operate only from love, and I'm a super open, welcoming person. But the moment I get into a relationship, I get crazy and insecure, and everyone becomes a threat. And I before thought that I can blame it on the other person that I'm with, right? So I would just say, oh, well, that person makes me feel insecure because they don't tell me that I'm beautiful enough, or they don't make me feel loved, or they don't do this and that. So it was easy. I could just blame it on that person and say, okay, I just need to get rid of them. And that was the solution to this problem. Well, for the past few months, I've been dating somebody, and again, these insecurities have been bubbling up, and the only difference is this time I cannot blame it on him. And again, this is really frustrating because that means the problem's me. And he has never given me any reason to feel insecure about myself. He tells me I'm beautiful almost every single day to a point where it's annoying. He has always shared his life with me, and he doesn't give me any reason to feel like there's anything that he's doing or anything to make me feel this way. I want to share you guys a story to illustrate this. This is a story that I like to call the emoji incident. So I'm sitting on the couch with my boyfriend, and I had asked him for his phone because I wanted to send my sister some pictures. And keep in mind, he has never ever had any hesitancy for me using his phone. Whenever I ask for it, he will freely give it. I know his password. He's never given me a feeling of like he's trying to hide something. So I grabbed the phone, and as I'm creating the text to my sister, I happen to glance at his frequently used emojis. And this catches my eye because he doesn't really use emojis, and he's told me this. And it's been consistent, as in he never used emojis when we are texting, and the most I can get from him is like an exclamation point. I look at his frequently used emojis and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. You say you don't use emojis, then why do you have frequently used emojis? So already my radar is going up like, okay, that's interesting. Then I look at the frequently used emojis, and these are the ones that catches my eye, okay? There's the peach emoji, there's a couple of hearts, there was a lips kissing emoji, and like the fingers of the girl getting her nails painted. And at this point, I am like, oh my gosh, who the hell is he sending these emojis to? First of all, you lied to me about not using emojis, and second of all, you're sending hearts and kisses to somebody. So at this point, I am freaking boiling, okay? I didn't want to tell him about it because I realized like this is like another level of crazy. So I, at that point in our relationship, didn't want to reveal all that. So I'm sitting on the couch, on the other end of the couch by now, and I'm not talking to him. He obviously notices, and he's just like trying to ask me what's wrong, and he's like trying to give me kisses, and I'm like not having any of it. He then asks me like what's going on, and I don't want to tell him. So I was like, you know what you're doing, why don't you just tell me? I was like, you could do whatever the hell you want, just leave me out of it, like don't make me a part of anything. And he's so confused by this point. He has no idea what I'm talking about. And I was like, well, of course you're gonna say that, like you're not gonna tell me what's going on. And he's just so confused and frustrated. Finally, after like an hour of us going back and forth like this, I finally cave in, and I was just like, well, like, you said you don't use emojis, so I saw your frequently used emojis. How come there's all these emojis on it? And as I'm saying this, I can tell like he's so confused. Like he has no idea what I'm talking about. And as I'm saying it, something like comes to light that maybe there's like default emojis for people who don't use them, and it's just kind of there if you don't use it. And and I see that there, if I looked at the other infrequently used emojis in that same area, there's like a random bank emoji and the letter I and like an ABC emoji, like just random emojis that nobody uses. He looks at me and he like dead in the eyes and he's like, I've never used an emoji in my life. And I'm just like sitting there like, oh my gosh, I felt really, really bad. I mean, it was kind of good at the end because I felt like we really crossed this threshold of like, I felt like, okay, like if he's still here after that, then I feel like I can share some crazy thoughts and feel comfortable to know that he's still around and he's ready to deal with it. So it had a good ending, but I mean, I really feel like this incident really shows to the level of my insecurities. And I'm sharing this because I want to hear if this is something that you guys go through and how do you deal with it. The way that I've been trying to handle it is when the crazy train is coming my way, I try my best to just like say hi and let it pass without hopping on and taking it all the way to crazy town. So, and again, these are things that are like much easier said than done. So I would love to hear how you handle all this stuff, and if you found some tools that can help you with that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.